Now, one of my goals is for you to succeed in your relationship and in your marriage as a life coach, because they are part of life. This night I'm looking at a very important topic: what you shouldn't be quick to do as a girl child who intend to settle down sooner than later. Number one, as a girl child, you should not be quick to buy a house. No matter how much you have in your bank account, do not be quick to buy a house. I will tell you why. Majority of the men between the ages of 30 or of marriage age from 25 till 35 have not gotten any house, meaning they have not either built their own house or bought their own house. Majority of men. And if you are a lady who is still at the marriage age of 35 and below, you will find it difficult to fit into a life of a man who has not gotten his own house. And that is where it becomes a problem. That you have a house and you're supposed to move into your husband's house, and unfortunately your husband is still a tenant somewhere, or unfortunately your husband is still living in his father's house, maybe his own inheritance, while you have your own house you bought where you lived as a single lady. So it is discouraging. You will not fit in, number one. Number two, the man will not feel like a man. Men feel like men when they are in charge. A man that provides shelter, provide feeding, and what protect you is a man who has confidence. That's number one. So you should not be quick to own a house. I didn't say you should not live in a house, but don't be quick to answer landlady or landlady. Yes, not encouraging. You will not fit in. Majority of your husbands that might fit in will be men who already have their own house, and these men are men of almost 35 and above, or 40 and above, and many of those men have either married before or are having issues that has kept them not be married till they are 40. Number two thing which you must not do in a hurry if you intend to marry early as a girl child: do not be quick to leave your mother's house. Do not be quick to leave your parents' house as a girl child. No matter how much you have made, no matter the work you are doing, I know it is good to live alone. Your privacy is very important, but do not be quick to leave your father's house and go and live alone. Do you know majority of the ladies who are living alone are termed prostitutes? They are not prostitutes, but when men approaches you and learns that you are living alone, it's either you are living alone and having men as much as you can, or you are living alone, being your own boss. And every lady who has learned to live alone will normally, not mostly, normally struggle to submit under a man. Imagine when you are used to feeding yourself, clothing yourself, telling yourself what to do, commanding your neighbors, in fact, you even have maid who watches clothes for you, and then you marry a husband who say you need to watch clothes, or who say come let us build together, when you have already built your own life and own your own house. It is very, very dangerous. Even though it's a tempting way to live, living independent of your parents is good, but it is not what I will encourage you to rush into as a life coach. The third thing you must not do if you intend to marry as a lady is what? Having your own business. What do I mean by your own business? Setting up your own company, your own industry, that you are the CEO, you are the director. It is not easy. It's preferable that you own such when you are married, meaning there is a man in your life already who stands as a foundation allowing you to fly. But when as a single lady you are so successful in your career that you own a business, a kind of business that intimidates your suitors, a kind of business that most of your suitors do not even have, it is going to be a trouble, because even Bible made it to understand that a woman must submit in all things, in her money, in her business, in everything. And imagine when your money is what you labored for, established before a man who has not gotten to that level came. So this is the third one. Do not be quick to own a business. I'm not saying do not have a business. You can run online vendor, you can run a business on a part-time which does not necessarily have a shop or a four walls whereby you are in charge. Why? Because it takes another man who is in charge in his own business, another CEO, to fit in. And majority of this CEO is either married before or divorced for them to be available for you. So this is one of the challenges that most of the successful ladies tend to struggle in marriage. Most of the successful ladies tend to struggle in marriage because first of all, they are quick to buy a house or own a land. They are very quick to own a land. Number two, they are quick to leave their parents' house and either go and live alone on their own, either in their own house or as a tenant. Number three, they are quick to what, to open a business. You can open a salon. That salon you open, you know that anytime husband come, you can shut it down, move in with your husband. He can establish it or he can decide on something else. Because until a woman marries, she does not have a home. Until a woman marries, she does not have a place. Until a woman marries, she does not belong to her family. Until she marries, it is when you marry that your identity begins to change, your location, your address, and whatever you become. So I pray that you will choose well, in as much as I hope that you will take this advice. I'm not saying don't be successful, but do not be so successful that it begins to intimidate the kind of suitors that are still single. And if you can do this, I know that it will not be long, you will be able to settle down. I still remain your brother, Evangelist Anthony, your life coach. Please share this video and make sure it gets to as many ladies as possible. You can come to my DM, ask some questions, and I will throw more light on this. I wish you a successful marital life. Have a wonderful day.